Now, talking about gambling, can gambling make you rich? Now, one thing you should understand about gambling is these platforms are not programmed to make you rich. Each deposit you make on this gambling, even before you make a game, play a game, the platform is already gaining a commission for your deposits. Now, when you play the game, whether you lose or win, they still make a game. So these platforms are not programmed to make you rich. You might benefit, yeah, there are some benefits, but I'm here to tell you that we are equally enriching the platform, and it gets addictive over time. Let's say one, you say, okay, I'm not going to gamble, gambling. Maybe over the lunch, you might be with your friends. One will be boasting, I made $100 on this gambling platform, I made $200 on this gambling platform, I see so amount I made. You might say, okay, let me try this out. They've gotten your interest. It gets your mentality, your psychology. Once they get there, they've gotten you. Okay, you make your first deposits, make your first win. Wow, it's getting interested. But you forget that this is too real to be true. It's too good to be true. It's potentially a warning. You make your first win, you go for the second one, go for the third one, you keep winning till you put a huge amount of money and it's gone. So most of this financial risk, there are some financial risk associated with these platforms. I will explain the financial risk. When you come to the financial risk of this gambling, there are, let me say, unfair odds or manipulated gains. These gains can be manipulated, or the odds might be against you. You make a deposit, you will see like this easy, you can get this. This can be manipulated and the odds will turn against you. The financial risk, in the sense again that there is no recourse for disputes after a win. Let's say after you make a win, to withdraw won't be possible in most of them due to high rate of scam, because most of them are frauds. So you should be able to know that it's high rates of potential scam. Not all of them are scam, all of them, so most of them will fund you once you make a win, quite alright. But there's high rates of potential scam. There are scamming websites out there. You have to be careful when getting addicted to gambling. When I say getting addicted, you can't get addicted if you lose always. You get addicted because you are seeing small win. And this can lead to generational debts. You might win small, but you're going to lose big, which might lead to generational debts. Some other risks can be security risk. Your data being exposed on the site. You don't know the site you're just logging into. The games are interesting, the wins are high, you get addicted, the data on your device get exposed without your knowledge. These are cyber attacks that happens. So you should be aware of the gambling sites you get involved. And gambling, as we know it, is very addictive and it's problematic. When you get addicted to gambling, you might end up investing a huge amount of money. No longer invest the little, you can lose without any problem. Normally, once you start investing in this gambling platform, you don't go with huge amounts. You might say, okay, let me put an amount of money I can lose and still stay alright. Like amount of money I can just use and eat for the day, amount of money I can waste on pizza. Say, okay, instead of buying the pizza today, I can just put it on this platform if I can double it. So that's how you begin. When you start putting this little amount of money, it's controlled. And as you get that's in your wins, you start making huge win. You win with this small amount of money. It will come to your mind. Let me invest more. Now, this is where it kicks in. Let you invest more. You start putting huge amounts of money. You don't have enough resources, you start borrowing. Yeah, I won yesterday, I played this amount of, I won it this easy, you're getting addicted, and as you get addicted, the impulse to impute more gets in. So in essence, if you are gambling, you gamble responsibly. And most of these gambling platforms are not regulated and might lead to money laundering. When these platforms are not regulated, your financial life is at stake. So when they are not regulated, your financial life is at stake to money laundering activities. So we all should be careful when using most of these gambling platforms. And most of these gambling platforms don't use KYC, know your customer. This enables the agencies to check gambling platforms to avoid money laundering. But most of them don't use KYC, and this exposes you or facilitates money laundering. And as you know it, most of these platforms lack customer support services. No place to issue a dispute, no place to report irregularities, no place to lay complaints if you've been wronged somewhere or your money can't be withdrawn. There's no place to issue a dispute, no customer service number, nothing. Once the money is there, it's gone. So we all should be careful for some irregular activities. Customer protection on this gambling platform most times aren't assured. So to mitigate these risks or to be on a safe side, it's better to use a licensed or legal gambling platform to protect yourself either from cyber attacks, money laundering activities, or terrorist financing. Because when you use an unlicensed platforms, you are at risk. Your financial health is at risk, your security is at risk from cyber attacks. And it's good to let you know that this gambling platform masters our behavioral psychology. It doesn't just come like, you don't just see the gambling platform as something that's going to make you bleed cash. No, it makes you see the potential competence that you can make this money from it. Don't make you see like you're going to lose more. Rather, maybe when you see the adverts, you see how easy it is. It turns your mentality to make you believe it's achievable. It makes you believe you can do this. It uses your mentality, it uses your brain, it deals with your brain, capture your interests. And the first bet are usually low risk. So there's high tendency you'll be winning your first bet. Now this is how the logarithm works. The planting platform logarithm. They don't need to know your birthday. They don't need to know your job. They don't need to know your lifestyle. What they need to know is the pattern. Your pattern, how you play, how you increase your stake after a loss. That will enable them get you more. And most times, people link their credit card or more so their debit card to these platforms where you can easily fund the platform, and when you are using debit card, you can easily fund the cash you don't have, keeping you in debt. You keep playing, they study the pattern, they keep showing you high games with high stake, with high odds, potential wins, you keep funding. And when you fund your debit cards, they take 3% processing fee, making this platform richer. And if you are watching this video now and you feel like all this thing I'm saying it feels like me, please take these few 3 minutes and do what I'm about to tell you now. You can open your tab, go to the search tab, type in problem gambling. when you type in the problem gambling, the first unadd link, click on it, probably the National Council of Problem Gambling, click on it and complete what is there. It usually can take you 3 minutes. You'll be able to see if you can solve your addiction on this gambling. It won't take your time, probably just 3 minutes. Okay, let me say the surprising benefits. There are benefits. Let me say it on a quiet tone. You don't actually have to loud it. You can win on these platforms, but not for quite too long. You can't win forever. These platforms aren't engineered to make you rich. So you might have your first win, second win, but you can't keep winning on the long run. It's bound to keep you in debt. That's the purpose, to keep you in debt. So if you are following this video and you know you are a gambler, I would like you to go to your search tab, search for problem gambling. The first non-ad link you will see, probably the National Council of Problem Gambling. I'd like you to click on it and take just few 3 minutes to complete what is there for your own benefit. And subscribe to this video, because on the long run I'll be listing some gambling platform you can gamble responsibly. If you are a gambler and you don't have to get addicted, keep it minimal, keep it below the radar. Only invest what you can afford to lose, nothing more, nothing less.